So StarField got that big update, performance mode, the 60 frames per second. I'm not one of these people that are in love with Digital Foundry or even frame rate, but let's just check it out. I played StarField for quite a bit. I don't really want to go back to it because there's just not a lot to do in the game once you're just done the main story, except do it over and over and over again through this I don't know, this universe thing. It's okay. But here we are in the 60 frames per second mode here, and I do notice in this town some slowdown. You can see it here. I think in these larger towns there is slowdown even when the 60 frames per second mode is engaged, but they say that there's less effects, less flash, less crowd, stuff like that, special effects. So let's look at the crowd here for a second, and then we'll switch to the visual mode and see. Let's switch actually from visual to the performance mode here and see what happens. We'll pop back in. I'm sorry, we're going to the quality mode, and you'll see somebody just like drop in right there. So there's some people being added to the scene. I guess you're not supposed to see that. You just wait a couple seconds and it resets into the visuals mode. And they say crowd density is better. There seems to be more people walking around here, so that's cool. It sort of makes you feel like the town is alive, as it should be. You're in this city, there should be people there. But honestly, when I go back in and I switch over to the performance 60 frames per second mode, I really didn't notice that big of a difference. I don't know, you tell me. I'll do it here, I'll pop back in. The crowd seems to be, pretty dense, I guess. By dense, I don't mean stupid because, they all look incredibly stupid. But it looks as dense as the visuals mode that I just had here. So let's walk around a bit here in the quality mode, and then we'll go back to performance mode once we get into a different part of the city. No idea what happened there. Let's run up here to this little shuttle, and then we'll get to a different part of the city. I'll flash forward through the magic of editing. Here we go, and we are about to be where we're supposed to be. Bomb. Here we go. All right, so let's look around here, and then we'll switch back and forth to the different modes. Pay attention to the settings and which mode I am switching to, and you tell me if you notice a difference. So look around here. We seem to be traversing pretty nicely. Everything looks okay. The reflections in the water look pretty cool. I mean, nothing groundbreaking, but not a bad-looking game. So let's go back in, and we'll switch modes here, and you tell me if you notice a difference. Again, I'm showing myself switching back and forth so that you don't say, I don't know which mode you're in, bruh. So here we go. Check it out. Looks good, right? Everything looks kind of smooth. I guess I notice a difference when you're playing it in the 60 frames per second mode. It does feel smoother. I do know that when you're in different parts of these densely populated areas, there is still slowdown. I know that because of the fine folks at Digital Foundry who do this stuff, I guess, for a living. I don't know why you'd want to completely and totally comb through a video game and find every single thing possibly wrong with it rather than just, enjoying the game. But people like that stuff. So here's one of those videos. I'm doing one too. So let's switch back to... Which mode am I switching to? I don't know. You tell me. Here we go. Oh, what's really cool is the map system. Check out this map system. Yeah, these are professional videos here. Script. Really cool. 3D. Looks pretty cool. Takes some time to get used to navigating. The left stick and the right stick don't seem to really work the same way they do when you're like controlling a character. But everything's in 3D and you get a sense of the entire play area. So when you scale back here, you'll see it's like a big square, and it's everywhere you can go in the game before you hit that invisible wall is here, and you can explore everywhere and do almost nothing because in StarField, if you're not in these towns doing these quests, when you're outside, you go to planets, you take pictures, ooh, everything looks pretty, but you're really not doing anything on these planets except visiting the same abandoned / deserted thing, or a cave, or hey, this person wandered away, can you go get them and bring them back? That's the extent of what you do in StarField. So let's switch back to, which mode are we switching to? You tell me, take a look, here we go. And then we'll take a look and we'll see. You tell me, do you notice a difference? I would say yes, performance mode is probably obviously the best way to play a game in general. If you're interested in that, I like the graphical bells and whistles. I don't think it's that big a deal between the visuals and the performance mode. I don't think the game suffers any, really. I was never one of those people who was like, oh, it's got to be a performance mode or else the game is shit. I still think that if you can get all of the oomph out of the graphics, I'd rather go with that. But here you go. The performance mode that couldn't be done on StarField is now available in StarField. You tell me if you notice a difference. Things look really smooth here. Look at me. Ooh, zooming around here. No slowdown. Ooh, the camera is panning really quickly. That means we're in performance mode. So that's it for the video. Let me know if you're playing this game again. Let me know if the performance mode brought you back to StarField. Is it a big deal? Did you care to begin with? Thanks for watching the video. See you in the next one.